ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to another segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We continue with our recitation from a-sabad-a-day, composition of the third Nanak in the Rag Asa. And this is the 36th Ashtapadi, 8-stanzad Shabad. The recitation follows. आसा महला तीजा सबदों ही भगत जापदे जिन्हीं की बाणी सच्ची होए विचों आप गया नाव मन्निया सच मिलावा होए हर हर नाम जन की पत होए सफल तिन्हा का जन्म है तिन मन सब कोय रहाओ हाउ में मेरा जात है अत क्रोध अबमान शब्द मरे ता जात जाए ज्योति ज्योत मिले भगवान पूरा सतगुर भेटिया सफल जन्म हमारा नाम नवे निद पाया भरे अकुट भंडारा आवे इस राशि के व्यापारीए जिना नाम प्यारा गुरमुख होवे सो धन पाए तिना अंतर शब्द विचारा भक्ति सार न जाननी मन मुख अहंकारी तुरों आप खुआयन जुए बाजी हारी बिन प्यारे भगत न होवई ना सुख होए शरीर प्रेम पदार्थ पाइयै गुर भगति मन धीर जिसनो भगत कराए सो करे गुर शब्द विचार हृदय एको नाम बसै हऊ मैं दुविधा मारे भगतां की जत पत एको नाम है आपे लय सवार सदा सरणाई तिसकी ज्यों पावै त्यों कारज सार भगत निराली अलाह दी जापे गुर विचारी नानक नाम हृदय वसै भै भगति नाम सवारी भक्ति निराली अल्लाह दी जापे गुर विचारी नानक नाम हृदय वसै भै भगति नाम सवारी सबदो ही भगत जापदै जिन्हें की बाणी सच्ची होए. So the Guru is talking about bhakti, devotional worship, which is the way of the Guru, of the Sabad. And that is what makes life fruitful. Safal tina ka janam hai, tin man sab koe. And who are these people whose life is fruitful? Har har naam jan ki pat hoye. Those whose lives have been dignified by self-knowledge. So you see, pat, the word pat appears and is translated as honor, but I think it might be more appropriate to say that har har naam jan ki pat hoye is that a person who is imbued with self-knowledge is actually dignified because knowledge dignifies the mind and the person. And when your mind is imbued with wisdom, then what you do, your actions become fruitful. That's the reflection, the Rahau. Har har naam janki pat hoye. So the har self, the har self, har naam, and its wisdom dignifies the servant devotee. But safal tina ka janam hai, tin manne sab koi. Sab koi. Koi in the end points to the rarity of this occurrence. This does not occur very often. This life that we are describing, that is informed by self-knowledge. This is a rare occurrence. Safal tina ka janam hai tin manne. Because not only are their lives fruitful, but they actually become the standard bearers for humanity. Tin manne sab. But they are rare. So the Guru says, well, what is the state of my own mind? He uses his own mind as an example to educate us, to instruct us, because that is really the state that we are all in. So what are we informed by? What conditions us? What lens are we looking at the world through? And the Guru says, my self-identity comes from my ego sense. How mein mera jaat hai. Jaat hai to know. I am known through my ego. How mein mera jaat hai. At krodh abhaman. And what is the ego? It consists of extreme anger and self-conceit. So in other words, my self-conceit is what gives me my self-identity. Sabad-a-day. Here's the condition to achieve self-knowledge. Sabad-a-day. To eradicate the ego self by embracing the word sabad. So it's important to understand the sabad. The sabad that we are engaged with is the textual one in Gurbani as embedded in the Guru Granth Sahib. But it is a continuum that connects with the anahad sabad, which is the unpulsed, meaning it has no physical feature. Because right now, the sabad that we are listening and reading have physical attributes, but it connects you to the source. Sabad mare ta jaat jaye, jyoti jyot mile Bhagavan, because it is wisdom. Jyoti, it is light. Sound recedes into light and sound. So sabad mare ta jaat jaye. My ego will be eradicated only if I attune my mind to the sabad, to the unpulsed word that permeates the universe, which is actually light. How was that done? Pura Satguru Petiya Safal Janam Hamara. Now the Guru says, see, this is what happens. When I submit myself to the perfect enlightener, Pura Satgur. Again, Satgur is another term in Gurbani that we all have to reflect on. What is the true enlightener? The Satgur is used for our 10 gurus. It is used for Guru Granth Sahib. It is used. So any authentic source is the Satgur, source of self-knowledge is the Satgur. But we have to remind ourselves that in Sikhi, it is not necessarily a human agency. It is a mediating principle. And therefore, in the end, it is primal. It is that creator itself who is the enlightener. Pura Satgur. Because it's only the creator that is Pura. Everything else is Adhura. So the Guru says, when I submitted to the true, the perfect enlightener, in other words, when I submitted myself to the creator, which is life around you, when I attuned myself to life, I was given the treasure of Nam, Nam Name Nidapaya, which is inexhaustible. So the Guru is appealing to us. He says, look, if you value the wisdom of the self, Jinnah Naam Pyara, then come and become a trader of this commodity. Aave is a rasi ke vapariye. Come, let's trade in this commodity. Become a Gurmukh if you want to find this wealth. Gurmukh hove so tan paye. And reflect on the sabad within. Contemplate on the message of the Guru, antar sabad vichara. That is how you do it. But he reverts back to our ordinary state. We are self-centered egoists. We are manmukhs. So what is the problem with the manmukh? Bhakti sarana janani, does not know the essence of devotional worship. We are in fact gamblers. He calls us Turon aap khwain jue baji hari. We gamble our lives away by playing the dice of self-conceit. So the need to penetrate our own self-deception. Bin pyare bhakt na hovai, na sukh hoy sarir, prem padarth paiye gur bhakti manatir. So without love of the beloved, there can be no devotion, nor can the body find rest. And that treasure of love is obtained only by devotion to the Gur. Prem padarth paiye gur bhakti manatir, by which the mind becomes devoted to the self and finds peace and tranquility. So the one who wishes to practice this devotion, jisno bhagat karaye, so kare gur sabad vichar. So kare gur sabad vichar. Let them contemplate on the Guru's teaching. Hirday eko naam vasai haume dubda mar. By doing that, you will eliminate self-doubt. You will eliminate your inner contradictions so that you make an opening for self-knowledge to penetrate the heart. Hirday eko naam vasai. Bhakta ki jatpat eko naam hai ape lay svar. Those who wish to practice devotion or who are servants of the self, they identify themselves, their status is informed by the oneness of the wisdom of the self. Bhakta ki jatpat eko naam hai. Ape lay savar. This wisdom of the self is redeeming. It redeems us. So therefore, the Guru advises us, forever remain in the sanctuary of wisdom. Sada saranai tiski. Tis naam. Jo pave tyo karaj sar. Allow it to fulfill your affairs as it pleases. In other words, go with the flow. Don't fight it. Don't resist. Bhagat Nirali, Allah, here he uses an Islamic term for the self, Allah. Bhagat Nirali, unique, is the devotion to Allah. This path is unique. It is realized through the contemplation on the Guru. Jape Gur Vichar. Bhagat Nirali Allah di Jape Gur Vichar. This is what makes it unique. Nanak Naam Hirday Vase, Bhai Bhakti Naam Savar, says Nanak, enshrine the self in your heart, and with reverence, with devotion, bring order to your life. Bhai Bhagat Naam Savar. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।